G'day all you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name's Michael, I'm the Motor Barista, and as you can see, it's been a busy week. I just want to start off by just a huge thanks to my dad, who's been such a huge help getting this bike ready. All the bolt-on parts that you can see here are really quite easy to do yourself, but having an extra pair of hands just makes the job so much easier. And I really enjoy spending time with my dad, and especially when it's to do with motorcycles. So it's been really good fun getting this bike ready. So there's quite a lot that we've done to the bike. As you can see, we've really kind of given the Sport Glide a totally new look. If you've watched my channel before, you would know that the goal that I'm trying to achieve with my bike is creating a sport touring design. So the plans for me with this bike over this coming summer is to go on lots of camping trips, lots of long distance riding. So really, a lot of this was about getting the bike ready for those kind of adventures. Okay, so one of the main things that you'll notice that is a big change on the bike is of course this front windshield here. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I really wanted to change the front look of that bike. Now I really love the mini batwing fairing that comes with the Sport Glide. I think it looks really good, but it's a very distinctive part that makes it the Sport Glide. And I kind of wanted to have something that one gives me a bit more protection from the wind on long distance riding. And I wanted to give the bike a bit of a change in its looks that didn't really clearly define what it actually was. I wanted to have a really unique looking bike, and I thought that changing that front windshield would make people think twice about what the bike really was. You know, really just trying to give my bike a unique look that's true to me and really blends into my kind of style. So this windshield here is the El Paso windshield from Memphis Shades. It's a 17-inch tall windshield and has a slight smoke tint to it as well. I think it looks really beautiful. I think it really goes well with the lines of the bike. It's kind of got a classic yet modern design as well, which really ties into the Sport Glide's total design in my opinion. So I think this looks really nice on the bike. Another reason I really wanted a windshield was I found that the batwing was a little bit low for the look of the bike. As you can see, I have a Sissy bar on the back. And the batwing fairing sat slightly lower than the Sissy bar, meaning the back of my bike was higher than the front of my bike, which just looks weird. So I wanted the front of my bike to be taller than the back of my bike. So many reasons for me to go for that windshield. I'm going to make another video about this windshield going into the detail of it. I think a lot of you will have questions on how I'm finding the windshield, and I haven't done enough riding with it yet to give you a full answer. What I can say now is when you do buy a windshield, don't just throw it on and expect it to be life-changing. It actually takes quite a lot of work and dialing in to find the right height and the right angle and the right positioning to work for you. One of the next big changes I made for myself that I'm really enjoying are these beautiful floorboards here. So these are mini floorboards from Kuryakyn. These are their new hex floorboards and really easy to change. It basically is you need to buy an adapter from Kuryakyn to mount these using the original equipment from the Harley Davidson peg mount. But this has been one of the best changes I've ever made. I didn't expect it to be so great. One, I think it gives the bike a real muscly, aggressive look, which I really like. And secondly, wow, they're so comfortable. One, being able to have your whole foot on there, and two, being able to move your foot around in lots of different positions. So I can have my foot fully stretched out like I often do when I'm on long distance riding, but that can also sometimes get a bit sore. So being able to bring my foot into the middle over the entirety of the floorboard, or bring my toes onto the edge as well. And now I have a slight, almost mid-control stance, which is quite nice when I'm going into corners and feeling a little bit more aggressive. The floorboards themselves have a nice kind of rubber layer to help absorb the vibrations, and it's just a very comfortable board, so I'm really happy with this one. Okay, so looking to the front of the bike now, a couple of small parts that I just added. Again, mainly for looks, but some practicality as well. The first one here is the Biltwell X-Full 8, I think it is. So this is the fork mounted or handlebar mounted bag. I think it just looks really great. I think it just gives a little bit of weight and stance to the bike, and it's also really practical. So you can open this guy up, and it has a nice bright orange lining, which is to help with reflection on the road if you've pulled over on the side of the road, and also to help find your things if you're in the dark. Probably fits enough here for a 6-pack of beer, which I think is perfect. One of the other things you can notice on the bike are the turn signals. So I've removed those awful bright orange screens. Originally I wanted to go for the Custom Dynamics insert LEDs. Now in Australia we don't have dual contact turn signal bulbs, which is very frustrating. This means that we can't use the plug and play Custom Dynamic lights or similar, allowing for the LEDs to function as both running lights and turn signals. There is another model that allows us to do so, but it requires lots of rewiring and apparently some drilling and soldering according to the instructions, and I wasn't about to get into that just yet. I just wanted to get something that really just covered up that bright orange screen. So in the meantime, what I've done is use a dark smoke screen and just an amber halogen lamp inside those turn signals. It's not a perfect fix, but it's done the job, at least for the looks of the bike. Looking up above those, these new wind mirrors are a Harley Davidson genuine part. They have a beautiful teardrop shape, nice bright chrome, and that almost California style script writing along the face of it. Again, I think it just brings some nostalgia and some class to the bike. That chrome just bring out that classic style, and that running script writing, I think really just kind of sending it back to that 70s, you know, California style, which again, I really love that. So last, but certainly not least, the Saddlemen BR3400 tactical luggage bag. Now, this is a really important piece of equipment for me. Again, going on those long trips, I wanted lots of space. I went with the Saddlemen. The reason I went with this one was because I have a Saddlemen Explorer seat already, and I'm absolutely loving that seat, really top quality. The company is really good at answering questions over social media and through email, and so I've just kind of come to trust that company and trust their product in terms of customer service and also the quality of the products they put out. So I expected high quality from Saddlemen, and they did not disappoint. This bag is incredible quality. It's got lots and lots of space, lots of different pouches, lots of different ways to mount it. I've mounted it onto a Harley Davidson sport luggage rack, and this is easily going to fit enough for myself and my partner for a long weekend away. If I was riding by myself, I would probably be able to pack at least a week or 2 weeks worth of gear in here without even trying. This thing has so much space. Hopefully I'll be going on a trip in the not too distant future. The weather is starting to warm up now, and as soon as I do so and I load this guy up, I'm definitely going to be giving you a review on how this bag performs, how much you can fit in it, and how easy it is to travel with this bag and with this setup that I have now on my bike. Alrighty team, that's it for me. Today was just a short video to kind of go over all these new kind of parts that I've added to the bike to change the look and the comfort of this bike. Over future videos I will go through a few of these main parts and go through the detail with you on how they perform. And if you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below or reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know if you have any questions about these parts. I'm happy to help you out, and let me know what you think to the bike. I'm really loving how the bike looks. I think it looks killer. I think it looks uniquely my own, and it rides awesome. I'm really loving how comfortable this bike is now. Let me know what you think, and until I see you on the next one, ride safe and drink damn fine coffee. All right, peace.